Hello and welcome to January stamp set of the month. This is the card that we'll be making this month, and our stamp set is Choose Happiness. So in your packets you will have the following supplies. You'll have a base card, which you'll see has been cut with a file tab, and I have a video on how to do that. That's in Marina Mist. You'll have a banner, and this is in baked brown sugar, and it's been embossed with the Wood Effect embossing folder. You'll have a piece of vanilla cardstock, a length of ribbon, and then I'll have punched this little shape out for you already, and you'll need that piece as well. In addition, in your packs you'll find a piece of vanilla cardstock for you to do stamp your images, some dimensionals, and a sponge for your sponging. So let's get started on this project. We're going to start with the bird. We're going to stamp that in Marina Mist on our piece of cardstock. And then with a 1 1/4 inch punch, you're going to punch him out. You're not going to get the whole image. We're just looking for as much of the bird as we can centered up in the punch. Then with baked brown sugar and your sponge, you're just going to sponge around the edge. And then with this piece that's cut out of your card, you're just going to sponge around the edge of that as well. I think sponging is one of my favourite techniques. It just softens everything down and just gives it a lovely mellowness. Then with your base card and the leaf stamp and the Marina Mist ink, you're going to stamp your leaves so that they kind of curve nicely round the little hole in the card, and the same here, and just keep it to the bottom and the right so that it doesn't hit on any of your other decorative parts when we get to it. Then back to our piece of spare cardstock, and this time we're using the Wood Effect banner that's in the stamp set and the baked brown sugar ink. Stamp there, and then just with your paper snips, just trim out. Really easy, nice straight lines. Not a great lover of fussy cutting, although when you do it, it's so worth the effort. And some of the other cards in this month's stamp set of the month has some fussy cutting. And then again, we're going to soften the edges with the sponge and soft brown sugar ink. So we're getting ready to finish the assembly of our card. So the piece of spare cardstock is your insert. So snail on the back of that and just pop it inside so that it's not going to show when you close the card like that. Alright, and then with your bird and the cut out piece that you've already sponged and your dimensionals, we're going to put one on the back of the bird, and we're going to make him line up so he looks pretty centered, and then another on the back here. Then taking the backing off your dimensional, and bring your card in and close it, and then just line everything up with the aperture, and press firmly down, and then you're just going to wiggle it out so that it's in there, inside the card, but actually it shows through the aperture there. Then with your banner, again, I've softened the edges with a little baked brown sugar ink, and then I took it and just rubbed it over so that the embossing effect would just pick up a little bit of the colour, just to give it a bit more definition. Then I have my piece of chevron ribbon, and this worked beautifully because it has the banner sort of effect, and I just took one of the chevrons to follow like that. There's my piece, and now I'm ready to just pull this all together. So once again, some good old snail adhesive on the back of the banner, and keep it well over, but line up with the top of the card. And then I'm going to run more snail down the middle of my ribbon. Make sure I've got plenty of adhesive near the top, and just line it up again and then run it down the middle of my card like that. And then with my final little banner, just line it up like that. Press it firmly. And also in your pack you'll have one of these little hardware clips, and you can just position it on your card where it works, just like that. Oh, there we have a great card. I think it would make a really Superman card, and I was quite surprised to be able to develop a card like that based on what initially could be considered quite feminine images in this stamp set. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this project. I look forward to seeing you next time, and take care for now. Bye bye.